It is the beginning of July and things are really happening here in the garden. Mason bees, honey bees are really starting to work on the flowers. A lot of things open this week. We had a pretty good rain the last couple of weeks, so plants are really blooming. What I am enjoying about this garden is the different waves of blooms that are taking place. I didn't really design for that because these are a lot of plants that I didn't really know to begin with. But season after season, you get to see that some plants, like for example, Marguerite Daisy, which you see here, it starts relatively early and stays blooming throughout most of the warmer months. Really, this is the beginning of July and that plant's still going. Here's the mountain mint, which is kind of a clumping mint. I'm not sure if that is a term. I know you use it with bamboos, but this plant does not spread as aggressively as the other mint. It has better flavor, it has really beautiful foliage, and it's one of the late bloomers. So it's really going to bloom throughout July and August, which will keep a lot of the wasps really engaged. Here you Last year, my hollyhocks were ravaged by the woodchucks. They were supposed to bloom last year, but they did not because the woodchucks pretty much kept them at ground level. However, the plants did not die. For whatever reasons, the woodchucks are not touching them this year, and the blooms have really been spectacular. So it's really interesting to see the activity of how these rodents interact with some plants because they don't eat the same thing every year. Last year, the rudbeckias, the sunflowers were under attack. This year, they have not touched them. Talking about rudbeckias is one of my favorite plants here in the garden. I found some seeds in the middle of a field in Massachusetts, and these flowers kept coming year after year. They reseed, they cross-pollinate, so you get slightly different colors or slightly different patterns every year, which is really fascinating because some things dominate one year and they go kind of fall in the background, and then the next year something else kind of takes place. Very, very useful plant. It attracts insects, it attracts praying mantis, and it's just a delight to watch grow and bloom. Something that I'm using around these plants is I'm placing tomato cages on top of them when they are starting to kind of shoot their flowers, and I see that having that extra structure keeps them in place, keeps them blooming, and really add a lot of structure and vigor to the plant.